doing the most. Did you see the picture of Jacob Fatu when he was doing the Michael pose?
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
You know, Solo middle name is Yokozuna.
Good shit for him.
Yeah, his middle name is Yokozuna.
Good for him.
Because
out there bringing out the legacy and shit.
Hey, you know what? The way that Seth Rollins doing it today. Welcome back, everybody.
Got more news, more updates. You know, we're falling a little bit behind. We had a lot of work that we were getting done, so we had to catch up on some Z's. But we are going to give you that double feature, that double hitter tonight. We're going to recap Friday Night SmackDown first before we get into tonight's Monday Night Raw.
SmackDown. We got
because there's a lot of smoke being thrown.
Which way the smoke was coming from? I don't even know. Let's talk about everybody's talking about the Jade versus the Tiffany.
Oh yeah,
that's the dream match that everybody been wanting. That
Jade versus Tiffany. See, here's my thing with that.
Go ahead.
Jade versus Tiffany seems like a very completely one-sided arrangement, the same way that it was Nia versus Tiffany. But Tiffany definitely put Nia down. I think that even though Jade is a sleeker version and a faster version of Nia Jax, that Tiffany can 100% hold her own. She's a tough fight.
Yeah.
And that being said, where Jade is currently, she is not going to win that fight. Nothing to do with her ability or anything like that. It's because she's still dealing with Naomi. Naomi is not going to let her.
Oh yeah, of course. I just want to see that.
Also, with Nia coming back.
That's let's talk about it.
That's a whole other.
Nia been off the script since what?
Since Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Now here is something else to consider.
The female bloodline.
That's also
Naomi and Nia Jax together.
So we're gonna see. we're definitely gonna see a definitive Jade versus Nia for the number one contendership.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, maybe Nia and Naomi versus Jade and Tiffany.
Yeah, I see that.
Maybe babyface versus heel.
Bianca said she's gonna be off the TV for a while.
Because
she broke her hand.
Yep.
So
she has an injury. She's definitely out. Cody is not nowhere to be seen. Gunther has been suspended.
No, Cody took a break. Family issues. That's why. I mean, it's family issues. Everybody taking a break.
It's always after us.
Hey.
You hit the Super Bowl. You got to take a break for a little bit. It is what it is.
That all season.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, let's go on and let the whole season restart.
That all season.
Go ahead and let the whole landscape change, be shuffled up around and shit like that.
That's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're supposed to be everywhere. You're
losing it. Losing it.
So sad. The next thing we're going to get into is a second.
Yeah, but I would like to see Tiffany and Jade link up.
Look, I'm waiting to see how that process comes out because you're looking at another.
Because they're crashing out.
You're looking at another Naomi versus Jade.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at Jade versus Nia.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at Tiffany versus Naomi. Who knows if that's going to be a title match, but you're definitely looking at that.
I think it's going to be a title match. I think that's going to be a title.
And then you're looking at the tag team. But since Backlash is a week and a half, about almost 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
I think I
It's
personally
before
think,
DreamCon.
yeah, I know. I personally think that this Friday is going to be a tag team match. Next Friday is going to be the number one contendership match between Jade and because Nia Jax is technically still Raw. Raw. She's on Raw. Her and her Bailey's technically on SmackDown and Nia's technically on Raw.
I don't know because the way that people,
Because the draft is starting on Friday.
yeah, but they still have that clause, that fucking exchange clause.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
They need to just be on Netflix already. That's what the fuck
That-
they need to do.
you
SmackDown needs to be on Netflix.
know what? You're
as
not
well.
wrong.
And NXT. They all just need to be on Netflix. Just go ahead and sign them up with the deal. They all in the same goddamn company.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well just go and do it. You know how many viewers you're going to have weekly on Netflix? You know how many people going to jump on that shit?
45,000 for a ticket to SummerSlam. It's outrageous.
Is that VIP? See, look at that. Yo, Cup says, oh no. But yeah, I definitely see that happening in the next couple of weeks for Tiffany's championship. Who do you think she's gonna go? Who do you think she's gonna end up fighting at Backlash?
Who?
Tiffany.
Probably it's either going to be either
Jade or Nia.
No, it's going to be Nia.
Nia. So you think so too?
I think
they're gonna run it. I think they're gonna run it back with Jade, Naomi, and then do Nia versus Tiffany.
It's going to be Naomi versus Jade again.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be Tiffany versus Nia.
Mm-hmm.
Or Tiffany and Nia is going to be at SummerSlam.
No.
To extend it.
No. It's already been about 6 months for them.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's so many matches happening at Backlash. I don't think that's going to be.
It could be extended. It probably Saturday Night Main Event, maybe, but that is a high.
Oh, I forgot about Saturday Night Main Event.
That's what I'm saying. That's at the end of May. So they could extend it to that, and then we'll have this series of matches that we just talked about to further up that storyline, and that will also promote the beginning of the female bloodline, because that gives a chance to officially have more members come in and effectively push Jade out after she loses to Tiffany.
I mean,
as far as currently. And within that storyline, then it'll force a female bloodline versus a regular female competitorship for Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another thing that I was thinking about with the whole last Monday with the NXT girls coming in and stuff.
The NXT girls have been just wrecking shit.
I was thinking that might be
on Raw and TNA.
I was thinking that might be another one too.
I mean,
depending on how many members they got for the female bloodline, if that's happening.
what if the female bloodline? If they
because it's a 5-on-5, so technically you already have Nia, Naomi, Roxanne, Julia. You're looking at possibly a Jordynne Grace, possibly a Jordynne versus Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea, Io, Tiffany,
and Jade. And have Bianca come back and listen.
I'm just saying that is a setup.
I like this theory.
Depending on how far it goes, because it might not even be Jordynne Grace. You might have Candice LeRae come back.
Hey, listen.
I'm just saying it is possible.
It is possible
because I'm thinking SummerSlam. Becky versus Bailey again.
Yeah.
But before we do Friday,
Monday today, let's finish Friday. So Malachi Black.
Yeah.
Going
back to his original ring name when he first came to Aleister Black.
I love that thing.
Either way, it still works for him.
I love his interest.
I personally think that
That interest in the game is wild.
Look, here's what I want to happen. And I believe that this would be one of the greatest, most dominant factions to ever be made. Aleister Black and the War Raiders.
Hmm. I'll see that.
Just the way that they come in and wreck shit, I see that. I 100%.
I would love to see that, but I think I think what they're doing, they're making Malachi into a
they're
a
making
face.
they're making him. I mean, the War Raiders are a face.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying in general, I would like to see that happen.
I would like to see Valhalla come back.
Even if it is just like a couple of exchanges of tech, I would like to see that happen just to see how their chemistry is. But yeah, he comes back in, he clocks Miz in the face because Miz wants to talk all this shit. And I did mention, I don't think I mentioned it to you, but I did mention it at work to someone else. He returns, he immediately starts something with Carmelo Hayes.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's what I said.
And
this was like right before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He comes back, he starts something with Carmelo.
Oh, of course.
And I was told, no, he's going to start something with The Miz.
Well, Miz and Carmelo
it's like they're the same.
Yeah.
So he comes in, he clocks Miz, Miz is out cold. Now Carmelo Hayes has to step up on behalf of The Miz. So basically, we're both right.
Yeah.
So
you saw how Miz was wearing all white and he was wearing all black.
I mean, that's
they're keeping that theme going.
Yeah, it's been a very wholehearted theme. Like, I'm not gonna say it because it happened tonight, but yeah, it's been a whole theme in that regard. Yeah, and then we have Randy Orton versus John Cena at Backlash.
I told you. I literally told you that.
I mean, I said it was going to happen. I just didn't think it was going to be so soon.
Yeah, I
thought they were going to drag it out a little bit more. Only because when we were talking about it, Kevin Owens was still involved.
Yeah, but Kevin Owens, he's
So they pushed that whole timeline up. So yeah, Randy Orton versus Cena for the last time. In St. Louis, Missouri at Backlash. That is going to be crazy.
And side note, I don't want to, because I haven't seen TNA that much, but Trick Williams is challenging Joe Henry for the TNA championship.
Okay, so Joe Henry retained. No, his match is tonight.
No.
Oh, no, yesterday. He was last night.
Yeah.
That he had to. Okay, so he retained his title.
So, yes. So, yeah.
We'll see how
Trick is full heel mode right now.
I mean, go for it. He wants gold in the worst way. It doesn't matter to him.
He's
does not matter where it comes from.
But yeah, so from there, let's talk about.
I like the way that Jacob came and gave Solo a piece of his mind. 100%.
I would go to talk about.
He told him to fuck off.
I would go to talk about it just now because I'm going to say
him off.
I'm going to say this, Jacob. You are a fucking monster.
Hell yeah.
You are. I want to give props to him because from Jacob, we're gonna go to the match between Drew and LA Knight.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, Jacob came in, showed praise, celebrated himself. Solo wanted to give him a few words, tell him how he's supposed to handle himself as champion. Jacob told him off.
No, not even that. He was just telling everybody, no, I brought him. It was me. And Jacob said, whoa, before you do all that beach stuff, I did the work.
Exactly.
I just got here because of me.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, you either with me or you
get beat by me. That's basically how it is.
He says,
because he's undefeated. He has a better streak than Solo ever had.
The facts.
290 days As of last Thursday, 290 days
Yeah.
undefeated.
And he will. And my thing is this.
He beat Umaga's undefeated streak
Yeah,
by 10 days
yeah, he did.
when it was announced.
Yeah, he did. That's what I said. That's why I want to congratulate him. And that's why the moment you say, "Hey, Jacob," I'm like, "Oh, that's perfect," because I need to talk about Jacob.
Yeah.
But that match between LA Knight and Drew.
Yeah, because LA Knight wanted to come in and lay claim to the United States Championship.
Yo, bro.
Drew McIntyre is. Yeah, he's on it. He's on one.
Nah, his trash talking is superb. He's getting better.
Yeah, each time.
Each better. Time. He trash talking Drew. I was like, God. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, you want the title? I just forgot how you."
It was like, yeah.
It was that short.
I was like, yeah, I would. We would talk about your last championship reign, but I'm pretty sure everybody forgot when that was and how long it was.
I was like, damn, shocked.
Fired.
I was like, shit.
But I will give it to Drew that he does want to fight tougher opponents.
Yeah.
He's always been that way. He's always wanted to fight tougher opponents.
I don't think you're gonna beat Jacob, my guy.
Not 1v1.
Not 1v1.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not 1v1.
Not on that front.
But Damien said, "Fuck that!
Yeah.
I got receipts."
We go ahead and get heavy into the match, and Solo wants to pull out LA Knight.
Yeah, Samoa
spiked him. Then Drew was like, "Oh, well, I didn't expect that from you, but I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage." And then that's when Damian Priest was like, "Ha ha ha!"
He said, "Fuck,
I ain't done with you yet, mother."
Yeah,
and just completely destroyed him. Mind you, it was a number one contendership for the title.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, Jacob comes in and says, "Fuck this. I'm taking you out, and I'm taking you out. Yeah, and if you got something to say about it, I'm going to take your ass out."
Yeah, because Drew was out. He got chokeslammed from Damian Priest to the announce table. I said, "Oh, we finally got an announce table broken on SmackDown."
Yeah. And then
remember, it's supposed to be reinforced.
It's been reinforced since they brought it to Netflix.
Yeah,
and then after that, they moved it over to the pay-per-view and SmackDown, and then Roman said, "Fuck that! I'm the first to break." And then Braun Breaker said,
"Twice."
And then Braun Breaker said, "I'm the second to break." and then now Damian Priest said, "I'm next." and now that has become a regular thing again.
That's a regular thing again. Drew was out.
So as much reinforcement as that is supposed to have,
I said we're going to get a fatal 4-way.
Oh, 100%. Fatal
4-way.
Jacob, Drew, LA
Knight,
Knight, and Damian Priest.
Oh, it's going to be all right.
Fatal 4-way.
Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Carnage.
Because it's either that, or we're finally gonna get the opportunity to squeak that preview we were talking about like months ago.
Need to
have the fatal 4-way, but have Solo instead of Jacob for a number one contender.
We need to.
I'm just saying.
Because both Tongas are out right now. So it's Jacob just wrecking shit by himself.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, will it finally be time to get that push for Jacob Solo that we've been seeing?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it?
Shoot.
Because it's either that or it's going to be a fatal 4-way, or it'll be a triple threat for the number one contendership.
It's going to be a fatal 4-way.
We'll see how the Friday comes
Jacob
out.
Going to come in and just wreck the house.
We'll see how Friday comes out, because I personally think
it should be a triple threat, but
I personally think there's going to be a triple threat for the number one contendership. And then Jacob is going to specifically say, "Nah, I don't care who won. I want all of them."
Imagine Jacob versus Oba.
Jacob would tear him apart. As great as Oba is, Oba is great. Oba has fantastic stamina, strength. His endurance is through the roof. His bounce back ability is great. But it's like you would have a more even match with Oba and Braun Strowman than Oba and Jacob Fatu. I want to see Jacob and Braun Breaker. That's what I want.
We all wanted to see that. That was a good tidbit. Like, oh yeah, we want to see that. But so Drew won
via DQ.
But I think we're going to get a triple threat.
Yeah, and then Jacob's going to be like, nah, give me all of them.
Yeah, give me all of them.
That's what I personally. We're missing the comments. We're missing all the comments.
Yeah, they just popped up. So
don't worry, we see y'all. We're gonna get to y'all. That's what we see going on as far as that match going.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go ahead and answer these quick comments real quick. Like,
Rhea Ripley, Raw, Netflix logo versus Roxanne Perez.
We ain't get to Monday night yet. We still on.
No, SmackDown. we're still. Hold on. Save your.
We
save
still,
Raw tonight.
We're still on SmackDown.
We still trying to recover from SmackDown.
We're about halfway through. Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega beating Chelsea Green.
Good job, my girl.
For her first title.
Good job.
100% props to Zelina Vega out there. You put in the work. It's finally paying off.
You deserve that.
Because the last title opportunity she had was against Rhea.
Yeah.
And Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But you definitely got it done against Chelsea Green, and you deserve that title. You've been putting, especially the first Queen in the Ring.
Yeah, you've
been putting in the work. You finally
good job, my girl. Good job.
Go ahead and do that. Get your A's in there.
And the next, the Street Profits.
Oh yeah, that
you gotta give.
So here's my thing with the Street Profits versus DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns.
I just want to say this one quick. Nick Aldis, you fucked up because that should have been a match at WrestleMania. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I personally want to say that
should have been a match at WrestleMania.
It was great, but they tried so hard and succeeded in some extent to doing the Edge and Christian versus the Hardys versus.
They did
their 100. They did their nod. They played their homage. They picked their spots. And the Street Profits came out on top. They did their thing. I ain't gonna lie, they damn sure did their thing, 100%.
Mm-hmm. So I give them that.
So I think that's it right now for SmackDown.
Yep.
Because that match by itself, that TLC match, was about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
So that
over here, Montez using someone prosthetic leg.
Yep, that was
improvised.
100%.
Because I'll be damned.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But nah. Congratulations to Street Profits.
Oh yeah, they congratulations for a long time.
Vega. That was a beautiful SmackDown. SmackDown.
Now we're gonna go ahead and answer.
Now we gotta go for Raw.
Yeah, we're gonna answer these comments before we jump into the Raw.
Matthews. I think his contract is still. I think contract up next year.
Hey, we got time. I want to see.
Let them be carnage.
All right, you gotta start from the top so we can answer them 1v1.
All right, Rhea on Raw, Netflix logo versus Roxanne Perez. Roxanne, yeah, because that was the first match.
So yeah, that was the opening match to tonight's Raw, Roxanne versus Rhea. They got involved because of what happened last week when Roxanne wanted to attack Stephanie Becerra and get in Io Sky's business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's what I'm going to say about it. Rhea respects Io. The only reason why she came out to give Io a hand was due to their respect for one another and because Rhea is still technically a babyface.
Yeah.
So she's trying to portray that sportsmanship like manner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Rio was like, yeah, I'd seen what was happening. First of all, I didn't want Stephanie to beat you because then she'll have claim to challenge you for the title.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming for it, but also what they did wasn't. I don't want any excuses from you as to why you can't defend the title.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it came out, helped you, boom, boom, bam. Leads to tonight where Rhea and Roxanne went in. Roxanne put in hella work. Roxanne damn near tore Rhea's leg off.
I think that was the most crucial match.
That was a very. Yeah. I don't think it was the most gruesome match because I've seen Roxanne do a lot of more gruesome shit. But Roxanne definitely came in here well played, more prepared than she was more prepared for Rhea than she was for Raquel.
Yeah, facts.
And she's from Laredo, which is not far from us.
No.
So 100%. I'm about to go out there and start looking for them bitches. We're about to find the next Roxanne out there in Laredo.
Roxanne.
But yeah, Roxanne brought that work. Julia came in, got Roxanne disqualified. So technically Rhea won, but Rhea definitely got her leg torn out.
And then Io
came out, saved Rhea. Rhea wanted to get her in her face about it. They're even now. Rhea saved Io saved Rhea. They're even now, but Io's going to NXT tomorrow.
Oh, this is gonna be it.
But since Stephanie's there, so I'm definitely gonna see some.
Booker T is going to have a ball.
I can definitely see.
We got two today.
Io and Stephanie versus Roxanne and Julia.
Yeah,
I can definitely see that happening tomorrow.
We got two double kiss today from Stephanie. Booker T was probably in the room mad as hell.
Look, bro, I damn near dropped plates. I was like, oh, two shit. Almost burnt myself. Doing a Vince McMahon. Oh,
I need it. Like SpongeBob over here. Everyone was like, yeah.
But that was the first opening match. Aside from the very opening where Seth wanted to come out here and put out his little message that you're either with them or you're against them. And if you're against them, you're talking. That was a straight up hit.
That was a murder.
We're not talking about what happened at the end. We're talking about the beginning.
No, I'm just saying how they worded it.
It's either you work with us to make this happen or we're taking you out. That's been damn near every authority slogan ever since Vince started the fucking Ministry of Darkness and the corporation. It's either you're with us or you're against us. And if you're against us, we're taking you out until you walk with us. That's how it's always been. But Sammy wanted to come out, tell Seth that he was wrong. Seth told him straight up, I care for you as a friend. 100%. I'm giving you an out so you don't become a target. Don't do this to yourself.
I don't want you to be a target.
His proposal was you can leave Raw, go to SmackDown, and be immediately announced the number one contender for after Cena versus Orton. Told Sammy to get back to him at the end of the night. Cool. That happened. Went into the Rhea Io thing. Let's go on to the next comment. Go on to the next comment. Go on.
Let's see. Rhea versus Io. Backlash.
I think that might happen.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. That depending on how tomorrow and next Monday goes, that might be on the table because it might just be Roxanne versus Io at Backlash. So, and then we'll have Julia versus Stephanie part 2.
No, we already know that John Cena won WrestleMania.
Yeah, we already know that.
Avengers Doomsday. I already know about that. You could go on to the Dyer Instagram when me and the president had a very, very long conversation about that. Buddy Matthews, WWE. I don't think his contract is up from AEW, but I would like to see that.
I would love to see him come back. And because when he left, there was a whole thing about him dating Mysterio's daughter before he got with Rhea.
Yeah,
and
I think that was a real thing.
Yeah, that was a real thing. 100%.
Yeah.
That was 100% a real thing. So I would like to see him come back and go through the backlash of that now that Dom is a champion.
I mean,
I would like to see that resurface because Mysterio's out right now, but Buddy versus Dom.
I see that, but I think
Also, since Dom has been messing around with Rhea or quote unquote messing around with Rhea or trying to have
they left that one.
Yeah, I know they left that, but like that was a whole thing when Rhea was supposed to be married to Buddy.
Oh, well.
That was the whole thing when Rhea was in the Judgment Day.
Well, they did that with Jay, so it was just like. But
that was after.
Yeah, but they still did that with Jay.
All I'm saying is, I would like to see Buddy and Dom go at it because they never had to.
I would love to see it too.
I'm giving Dom the push. All right, I'm trying to get him out here in some good shit. Now that he's an actual champion,
you can't get Dom that push with Buddy. Nah, because think about it. He's part of Malachi group.
I don't care. I'm giving Dom that push.
No, we need to push.
Because I want Buddy to beat the shit out of him.
No, you know who need to push? Karrion Kross. That's what they need to push.
That's what they need to do. They need to put Buddy, Alistair, and Kross in the group.
Oh shit! Yes, I would love to see if they would even add Karrion Kross to. They would have to change Malachi. Because Malachi Black, Alistair Black is technically a face now. So he's going to be a face until he's going to go to his heel thing.
Like I said, the draft is coming up, and there is still time
next week.
Yeah, and there's still time for because Kross is out here. He's ready to destroy. So he's going to have his whole singles run.
Oh yeah, I think this is Kross time.
Yeah,
this is Kross time.
He's going to have his singles run until Murphy comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he sees what Murphy and Black do together, maybe he'll take that turn and try to take on a Bobby Lashley role in the Hurt Business.
I mean,
because I did watch a few videos where Bobby Lashley was like, yeah, you know, I had the whole thing with Kross, and we were trying to say, hey, why don't we just have a legitimate fight and see where that takes the story. And Bobby was trying to do the same thing with Brock when they had their feud.
Yeah.
But they handcuffed them so hard to not let that happen.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see it 100%. Just go ahead and like fucking bare knuckle it until someone else, takes it out.
Because we're always going to get because with the Seth group, we got Paul Heyman, Seth, Ed, and Brock. Braun. Sorry.
I mention Brock.
He's acting like the second coming of Brock Lesnar. So
I mean that's what they always said. That's what Paul Heyman said when he went up to him. Like, you are the next thing.
It had me laughing today. I saw a meme. Paul Heyman's the Penguin, Seth Rollins as the Joker, and Braun Breaker as Bane.
Yep.
I started laughing. 100%. Hysterical. But then we got to talk about before the main event, because it was 2 hours. That flew by fast.
Yeah, it was a quick 2 hours.
Becky Lynch.
We have a lot of comments to go through too. This is Mr. President over here blowing us up.
No, not yet.
No.
Becky Lynch. The reason why she turned heel. She's not wrong. She is not wrong. Women's champion 2026. Oh. Then they're not gonna run that Rhea versus Liv again. They're not gonna run that.
No.
They're not gonna run that.
WrestleMania 42, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Judgment Day.
For the women's champion.
I mean, I would like to see Rhea take the IC title off Dom.
That'd be funny.
And then
she
would be
China did it.
I was gonna say she would be the second woman in history to hold the IC title.
Yeah, China did it. I would love to see that.
And she took it off Ken Shamrock, right?
Yes. No, she took off for Triple H.
That's even worse.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
because it was either Ken Shamrock, Triple H, or
no, I think
I think Triple H took it off of her, or Test took it off of her.
Yeah, she won the first title match against Triple H.
But that was wild, though. She'd be the second woman in history to hold the IC title. If it were to go that way. So I do like where your head is at. Let's see. 42.
No, she's defeated Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She fought. No, she beat Triple H and for the number one contendership.
Yeah.
Because Stone Cold came on and stunned
Triple H and then stunned her and put her on top of him.
No, she was already on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. Because Shawn Michaels was referee.
Hey, he definitely super kicked the shit out of her.
No, he didn't. He did not interfere in that whole match.
Bullshit.
He didn't know. No. Shawn Michaels did not interfere in that whole match.
Look.
Because Triple H and Stone Cold were beefing. So remember, Stone Cold, he lost the title because of Triple H.
Look.
So Stone Cold said, nah.
Look, all I'm saying is that when we get our setup right the way we want it to, we're going to start pulling this shit back up. We're going to start pulling this up.
I'm about to watch it right now.
Nah, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be pulling it up and be like, all right, look, this is what happened. We're going to talk about it. We're going to run and take that.
Yeah, I would say, do that. Yo, Triple H, you could pull out the icons. Shit, y'all returned Dom into Eddie Guerrero. So do it. I am all for it. But back to Becky Lynch.
Yeah. So.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Bailey been taking her out since that whole group.
Yeah, damage control. That was Bailey's whole point. It was to prove that she still had legitimacy as, a woman in WWE.
That's all I have to say. Becky does have a point.
And that's fine. But the enemy of my enemy is a friend, but the friend of my enemy is also my enemy. I mean, come on now. I understand the logic that she's coming from because Becky always turns everyone against herself. She always turns people against her. That's how she's done. Everyone the only person who she hasn't turned against her was Lita. That's the only person that Becky had tag team with or had a rapport with whom she didn't turn against.
Yeah, because they have so much respect for each other.
But everyone else, literally everyone else.
But I'll be mad too if my people is working with my enemy. To be honest. To be fair.
Yeah, I understand that aspect of it. But if I'm your pupil, where the fuck are you?
I mean, I'm home watching kids.
So you couldn't give me no.
I got injured because of.
You couldn't give me. No, you got injured because of Liv. That one was not Bailey's fault. You being out for damn near a year was not Bailey's fault. That was Liv and Raquel. That was Liv and Raquel.
Hey, listen. Yes, in that notion, yes. But you're helping the op that's been trying to take me out.
I wonder if Lyra would have got even a bigger beating if she was to try to go with Charlotte. Exactly. But if you put it in that perspective, let me just say this: if you put it in that perspective, wouldn't everybody be an op for Becky? Literally everybody.
Yeah, but with Lyra, it was different because she helped Lyra.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. If Lyra tag team with anyone else, literally anyone else besides Becky, when she wasn't there, wouldn't that mean that she'd be working with an op?
No, because who would help Lyra?
That's exactly what I'm saying. If Becky attacked Lyra because Lyra supposedly tag team with an op, but Becky turns everyone that she's had anything with into an enemy, wouldn't everybody be an op for Becky besides Lyra?
I mean,
so no matter what Lyra did,
not from a pupil standpoint. That's
what I'm asking from someone from the outside in. If I'm your pupil and you are injured,
yeah,
but you made everyone in the industry an enemy of you, but I get this opportunity to make myself better, but it requires me to collab with literally anyone. If I collab with someone other than you because you're injured,
I think it depends on the person.
No. If I collab with anyone other than you because you're injured and you made everyone an enemy of you, wouldn't that mean that I'm over here working with an op and I'm gonna get downgraded regardless of whatever the fuck I do or say, unless I
mean, it's not downgraded.
No. I'm getting attacked regardless because I called on anyone that was there and you were out. So I'm getting attacked when you come back regardless because I didn't call you, but you couldn't be there if I called you.
But she was already there. She called Becky when her teammate was down.
She seen Becky after Becky took out her teammate. That's what happened. But if I go through a process to build a relationship with someone to take on this opportunity, but you are nowhere to be found, when you come back, you gonna come after me anyway. Because you wasn't there. Fuck that. I feel like Becky was gonna attack Lyra regardless of who she was with.
No, I didn't feel like that. I think this is the push that she needs.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a push.
This is 100% of, hey, we need to push Lyra.
It's the same thing that happened with Cody. It's like, you're such a you're such a goody two shoes. You're doing everything the right way. We need to see the viciousness come out of you.
Yeah.
I definitely see that happening.
That's what it is. It's the whole pupil versus master.
I personally feel like regardless of who Lyra was with, Becky's going to attack her.
I mean, they did that with Stratus.
Exactly.
They did that with Lita.
That's what I'm saying.
So
no matter who was going to be there, she could have been with fucking Zoe Stark. Becky would have still attacked Lyra.
Nah, I don't see that.
Yep.
Nah.
Yep. Because remember, at the Elimination Chamber, when Shayna Baszler went and destroyed everyone in the chamber, Becky was one of the people that she ended up going after. Oh, Becky was the champion that Shayna ended up fighting, but
yeah,
Shayna damn near broke Becky's arm.
But yeah.
But Zoe Stark has a stable with Shayna. But if Shayna was injured and Lyra had this opportunity with Zoe, Shane would have came back and talked to Zoe about it. probably put her in the match too. Probably did the same damn thing. It's like, oh, you're gonna have this opportunity, but because I'm injured, you're gonna sit here and take it.
Yeah, but we gotta understand the communication with Lyra. We sat here and said
we both immediately said Becky.
Yeah, because she's the only one that worked well with Lyra. She is the only one. And that's why she became a heel to push her.
And that's why I said it didn't matter who she was tag teaming.
Because the thing is, if we did not have Becky, who's going to push Lyra?
She would have to go up against. She would have to get moved up to the hierarchy. So Rhea, Io, and
yeah, but you got to understand in storyline perspective.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what happened. I'm just saying it didn't matter who Lyra was tag teaming with. Becky would have still attacked her to push.
No, but I'm talking about if we didn't have Becky in this whole situation, we didn't have Becky.
Oh yeah, no, there would have been no progression.
That's what I'm saying. So now you pushing this.
Unless it was going to be a similar situation as it was for Braun Breaker.
Yeah, but now look where Braun Breaker's at.
That's what I'm saying. Braun Breaker didn't have anyone to push him.
Well, I don't even think
he still doesn't have anyone to push him like that.
But I don't even think he need a push.
Exactly my point.
Because Braun Breaker been that guy.
Yeah,
like his background.
Yeah,
the Steiners
because the push that he got to become where he is now was from Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
And that was back in NXT.
Yeah, and they push him to the main roster.
Yep. And then the second push he got was through Sammy with the IC title.
Yeah.
So
and then Jay. Cause remember, he beat Jay for the IC title again.
Yep. So
and
I'm talking about character change because Braun Breaker didn't really change much after losing to Jay and then beating him again. He changed after Sammy, and he changed when Baron Corbin got a hand on him.
Well, I think he
upgraded the character.
But I think he changed now.
Oh yeah,
after he lost the IT title because he never got pinned.
Yeah,
let's talk about that. He never got pinned.
Yeah,
but now since
now he's moved up to a higher echelon.
Yeah,
because now he's working with Heyman and
Seth.
So and now he's really
look what happened with Bronson Reed.
Now he's more able to let loose.
Yeah,
and not necessarily care too much about the concept.
Yeah, and look what happened with Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah,
Bronson Reed just came and wrecked house, and then
he did that for himself. He's like, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna sit here and be denied opportunities. I'm gonna go ahead and take it for myself. So what the first thing you do? You went and took out Seth.
Yeah,
because Seth is gonna make your career shine. And then he went after Braun Breaker. And then
Braun Strowman.
Yep. Well, you didn't. Yeah, because first it was Seth, then Miz, then R-Truth, then Strowman. Yeah. And then he teamed with the Bloodline. Yeah. I'm waiting for him to come back. Yeah. And maybe we might see that.
That's what I'm saying. Well. So the selected people that
you have to work with people who are going to push you higher.
Exactly.
In order for you to get to
for Lyra, who is going to be? Because if you already got Bailey capped already, and everybody else is in their little storyline, there's nobody to push Lyra.
Unless you get people from NXT coming out because they hungry them up. Because the only
right now they're all fighting each other.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crash out season on NXT.
The only people who I can see attempting to push Lyra to that point is Ivy Now injuring Lyra, not necessarily beating her, but injuring her and forcing her to take time off, and that's gonna push her because Lyra is about getting her lick back.
Yeah. But this is the time,
and Liv Morgan.
But this ain't the time for you to be off TV for 2 to 3.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Liv Morgan is the only other one that I can see pushing her to that level.
This is not Chelsea Green.
So those are the only two that I see aside from Becky. Liv Morgan pushing her that because now Liv Morgan technically has a right to challenge her for the IC title.
But at the same
I
time,
can see that being a push. And then she immediately gave it to Becky because of what happened. So yeah.
Well, because the thing is, Liv already beat pretty much most of the females.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like we don't want to see just make a new woman, just make a new tag, just do a new tag team function right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like the next tag team that's gonna get the women's titles are gonna be from NXT.
Yeah, of course. Give it to Zarya and Soluka. If Soluka lose the title, but at the same time, I don't think she loses that title. But that's
not right now. We do have a lot of, like I said,
there's a lot of contenders.
There's a lot of
like I said, if you can, I don't care. You take Stephanie and I don't care. You take Stephanie and Julia out of NXT and put them on the main roster.
And Roxanne.
Roxanne is back in. She's doing a lot. She's doing a lot.
Always. They're always doing a lot. That's how it goes.
So right now, because I was just thinking, NXT have like the best female roster as of right now. You got Jada Parker, my wife. You got Saruka, Zarya, Kalani, Grace.
I don't think Damian Priest and Finn are gonna have another match anytime soon. Damian Priest definitely moved on to Drew, and Finn.
No, it's gonna be Finn and
it's gonna be Finn and Dom,
and it's gonna be Finn and Dom. So,
because right now they're slowly pushing him out.
Listen, you know what's gonna happen with that one? It's gonna be, and let's give praises to JD. He was fantastic today.
Oh yeah,
he was fantastic.
He came back and finished the match that took him out last time.
Yeah, exactly.
Did his thing.
I feel like Carlito and JD are going to take the tag team titles. Everybody.
Yeah, 100%. Everybody but Finn is going to have
title. And that's what's going to happen.
He's going to lose his shit.
I feel that if this is how you bring back the Demon Finn.
Oh, please do.
Huh?
Please do. Please do. Dominic versus Ray, WrestleMania 26. WrestleMania 2026.
Nah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Dom and Ray, they like the feud that they have is real. Like that whole thing about Ray and Dom literally not talking, that is real. That is real life shit going on right there. So as far as them being able to work a match, especially on Mania, I don't think they're going to bring that back because we already had that once. And Ray literally spanked him at WrestleMania and proceeded to whip his ass.
We're not getting that match.
So we're not going to have that happen again. Cody come back for the next WrestleMania for the Undisputed Championship.
Nah,
maybe.
I don't think we're getting the Undisputed Championship again. Not until it had to be a reason why. I think because I was saying today, I think Randy Orton is going to lose. It'd be surprising that he won and Cody come back as a heel to fight Cody or to fight Randy. But I don't think I'm not seeing Randy lose. I don't see Randy winning versus Cena.
Randy definitely not beating Cena. But the thing about that is Cena is leaving in October, like August. Or
he got 26 days.
So 26 appearances. I personally do not necessarily know who else can challenge Cena.
It'd be some shit if R-Truth.
I was just thinking about when I seen their promo
The
interaction.
last
I would
match
love to see it.
is
I would have
our
loved to see it.
truth.
I would have loved to see it.
That would be some
And
shit.
R-Truth beats John Cena for his first world championship in WWE.
That would be some shit.
And saves the title.
That would be some shit.
Man, I would love to see it.
That would be some shit.
But
I want to write down. I want to write down through there. I want to see how many people want to say you smoking crack, dope, ecstasy.
Do it. Write it on Twitter. Write it right now. I would love to see that. John Cena's last match versus R-Truth for the championship. With R-Truth winning, I would love to see it. Miru. Love mummies. I love me some mummy too. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, moving on to what happened next. Logan Paul calling out Jay. Jay embarrassing him. Jay embarrassed the shit out of him. And then Logan Paul proceeded to knock him out with an attack to the back of the head out in the parking lot after he went and checked up on Sammy. That was wild. For one, I was like, damn, Logan Paul, that's what you're doing. I mean, that's what you've always done, but damn, that's what you're doing.
Came out and said, I ain't gonna lose no bitch ass YouTuber.
Fact.
I said, holy shit. Oh my God. You're going to the dark side. I love it. Do it, Jay. So, Roman taught you a lot. Do it.
So I definitely Jay not gonna lose that fight. Mm-hmm. Jay is not losing that fight. He's not losing that fight. What else happened? So we have Rhea, Lyra, them in the tag team with the Judgment Day winning, which is crazy. Right? Judgment Day won, right?
Yes. No, the War Raiders won.
War Raiders, sorry. I got attacked at work. Yeah.
I want to tag WWE too.
Yeah, do that and Netflix. War Raiders won their match.
Oh, and Netflix?
Yep. So War Raiders won, so they're possibly into a rematch against the New Day. Lyra versus Becky. Nothing about the women's tag team titles. Ivy Nile had her match against Stephanie Vaquer. Congratulations to Stephanie Vaquer, your first win in Raw. Definitely looking forward to seeing what's going on with you tomorrow. That whole thing went down. And then we went into Sammy giving his response to Seth.
They said, what?
Rhea versus Roxanne at WrestleMania, the next WrestleMania for the championship. I only see that happening if Roxanne is the champion. But who knows how long it'll be before Roxanne is fully pushed up to the main roster, because right now she's doing double duty. But going back to the main event of Monday Night Raw, Sammy comes in and gives Seth his response, which we all know Sammy does what Sammy does. Sammy is not going to sit here and take that lightly. Told Steph straight up, hell no. I'm not leaving. You're dangling what I want in front of me. And if I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it with my own hands the way I want to. Enter Braun Breaker, who had his match with Sami Zayn to close out the night and destroyed him. Sami put up a good fight, as Sami always does. But at the end, Braun Breaker destroyed Sami. They literally had to call off the match. And even after calling off the match, Sammy most likely has a few broken ribs.
Oh,
And
more than a broken.
And then Seth
That
proceeded
was gasping for air.
And then Seth proceeded to stomp his lights out right afterwards. So yeah.
Nah, listen, man. Listen. Sammy, I would have. Ice just went towards Wakanda.
You're gonna need some ice on the inside and outside of your stomach.
Facts, because that was some shit. That was some shit.
Oh, and one of the biggest things that I don't want to say we missed, but I definitely want to put this out there. If you are a reporter, a commentator, you do any kind of YouTube or anything like that, if you are a person who has a very strong, passionate opinion, you are 100% entitled to say what you have to say as long as you keep it professional. If you do go out of the professional bounds, make sure that you say your piece to the best of your ability without putting anyone in shame or dirt, and make sure you use facts for that. I was glad to see that Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are able to do their jobs today, that they were not severely harmed to the point where they couldn't do anything else. Which leads into Pat McAfee getting matched with Gunther at Backlash.
I know.
We said that it was going to happen.
That too. I was like,
but they're literally going to lift Gunther's suspension just to give Pat McAfee a match, and that is crazy. Pat better go to the gym every day. Every day. Work on his punt. We need to go back and work on his punt.
Pat needs a lot right now.
Get a whole medical team on standby, because Pat, I'm sorry, bro, you are in for a fight of your life. Gunther is not like Austin Theory.
No.
Nothing like Austin Theory. Yeah. So we're going to go into the matches for Backlash that are currently confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
We have Cena versus Orton currently confirmed for Backlash. We have it's all up in my face. Gunther versus Pat McAfee confirmed. Becky versus Lyra confirmed. So that's 3 of the 6. Because they usually do about 6 matches for a PLE. Oh, the president's in here now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that Mike will be fight. Yeah, we did say that. We did say Mac was gonna fight. So we got three definites. What do you think else is gonna happen? I personally want to say Seth versus Sammy.
Oh yeah, it's going to be that. It have to be, but
depending on how well Sammy can walk, Seth versus
right
Sammy.
now it's going to be what we want to see is Roman and CM Punk versus Seth and Braun. So
I think that's another one. So those are 2 nice possible ones, but I definitely want to see Seth versus Sammy. Again, there might be. What else is there?
Read this real quick before
here we go.
Before I was sick.
I'm gonna read this out loud for y'all. Hey, WWE and Netflix, have a match between John Cena and R-Truth. It's exciting. I don't see it like that. No, it's an exciting way to conclude Cena's wrestling career. Yup. This is why you had me right. Have R-Truth win and save wrestling. This would create a memorable moment in wrestling here. That it is. Oh yeah.
You want to do that?
I'm gonna do it. I'll see it. It's right here.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hello somewhere.
Dude.
The camera at.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go. Post. There you
It's
go.
posted.
Thank
Hold up. New post.
you.
All the way to the top.
Yeah.
Post it.
Thank
It's there. We posted it. We did it. But yeah, definitely those are three. The way Sammy got stomped. That's crazy. Why you gotta pull this man out? Leave Sammy alone. So those are two matches right there. Two potential matches out of the confirmed three that we could have. We could have another. The Fatal 4-Way. Possible. It's either the Fatal 4-Way or Jacob versus someone else.
I think it's a Fatal 4-Way.
I think so too. But yeah, the Fatal 4-Way for the United States title is also possible. We gotta find out who Zelina Vega's next opponent could be. Excuse me. Jade versus Naomi is another possible. Nia versus Tiffany is another possible. So that's like 6 possible matches that they could have there. They could do the tag team match for Backlash between those 4. That's another possible one as well. So there's a lot of possible stuff going on that we might be able to see depending on how the story plays out. Women's Championship.
That can happen. I mean, it can, but I don't want it to happen.
I personally don't think Rhea is going to end up being a champion for a while.
Yeah,
I don't see Rhea becoming a champion again for a while. Not against Io. Io right now is 4-0 against Rhea.
Oh yeah, she is.
So I personally want to see for next year's WrestleMania, I want to see Asuka versus Io for the championship. I want to see that.
I would love to see that. Bring Asuka back. Bring Kyrie back. Oh my God.
It can happen, but I personally, the way that the story is going right now, I don't see Rhea becoming a champion again. Or at least not having it to WrestleMania. Yes, I think Rhea needs a break from the spotlight right now, because she did say that she felt like she was getting overworked, and that was when Charlotte had won the Royal Rumble, that she felt that she needed to take a break.
Who?
Rhea, from being a champion.
Yeah.
So I don't think that she's gonna get that championship spotlight for a while. Possible Io heel turn.
I don't think
I don't think Io's gonna have a heel turn.
Nah, because she was already heel when
she was heel. She was heel with Damage Control, and then once Kyrie got taken out,
make a baby and relax for a bit.
I volunteer. I volunteer as tribute.
Fetch me another one.
Mommy wants new snow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Next. Ideal.
Yeah, no. If Io just had her babyface turn now, and now she's well respected, I don't think Io's gonna have another babyface turn, another heel turn.
Rhea and Buddy? No, yeah, it could happen because we got Selena and Aleister on the same.
They need to bring back the mixed tag team tournament.
Yeah, I know. We need.
Because there's a whole lot of couples going on there. I would like to see them in the mixed tag team.
Listen, I would like to see Becky in this new Seth group. So hey,
I mean, think about it this way. Becky and Seth.
Good idea.
Becky and Seth versus Kaden Carter and Damian Priest.
That'd be a good one.
and then Rhea and Murphy versus Zelina and Black, or Scarlett and Cross.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
I would rather see Scarlett Cross versus Zelina.
Scarlett and Cross versus Tiffany and Ludwig.
Nah,
Come on, that's a good one.
Ludwig he's gonna take that pin.
Nah, that's why you got Tiffany.
Nah.
Tiffany there take out.
No, it's Karrion Kross and Scarlett versus Zelina and Malachi.
Oh yeah,
Alistair.
Yeah,
that would be the best because you have two.
Either way, that still brings up like the whole you have a bunch of different couples.
It's better than the Miz and his girl.
Miz and Marie. I mean, they could put up work.
But
I'm just saying they need to bring that whole thing back because that's what they did before Speed. For Wednesdays, and it was only on
Buddy,
and it was only on because then you could put Liv and Dom in there and then have everybody else beat on them.
No, Rhea, Buddy, Damian, and Balor, nah.
Yeah, Judgment Day is about to collapse.
Rhea said Judgment Day was already.
Yeah, Judgment Day is just a bunch of babies being held together. But all this gold talk, Finn is about to destroy that. I see Finn getting dropped from Judgment Day, trying to take Dom with him, ends up trying to recruit AJ, failing, and then bringing back the
AJ and Finn bring the Bullet Club.
AJ has to turn heel for that, and he doesn't want to.
I mean, you don't have to be heel for the Bullet Club.
What about the other two? Anderson and Gallows are still under contract somewhere else.
I think they're in TNA. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
So
maybe we'll just have to see where Finn goes with it.
Yeah,
because if he brings back the Demon, he's not going to do the Bullet Club.
Nah. So, like I said, it's a lot. There's a lot of expectation, a lot of expectations, a lot of theories.
Speaking of theory, it's about time Austin Theory get ready to drop Grayson Waller. This whole miscommunication shit is getting on my last nerve.
Bro, everybody having communication this episode.
Yeah, everyone having miscommunication dropping it. No.
Ben had a communication.
They left his ass out the loop hard.
Yeah.
And Grayson Waller did the same thing to Austin Theory. Austin Theory needs to drop Grayson Waller and go to Seth. That needs to fucking happen.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I would rather see, but the thing is, you know what? I want to see.
You said most of the Bullet Club is on AEW. See, that's what I said.
Oh damn!
See, that's what I said. They're on a contract somewhere else.
Well, yeah, the main people.
Ones, yeah.
But these two dudes, the OCs, they are on TNA. I don't know. I because I know they're trying to push now Austin Theory to be a face. I don't think they're going to make him a heel back to back.
That's what I'm saying. Is that they don't immediately push him to a face, but they push Grayson Waller to be a face and leave Austin Theory to be a heel. Because the only other way that's going to work is
right now, how Austin Theory is looking right now, he's looking like a face. And Grayson Waller is looking like a heel.
That's what I'm saying. It would be a perfect plot twist.
Yeah.
For Austin Theory to double down as a heel, leave Grayson high and dry, join Seth, and then have Grayson get either attacked and destroyed or pushed off to another show.
I mean, listen, I'm all for it. Make this new evolution.
because think about it. If you push Austin Theory to be a face right now, he's just going to be a lone face.
But I'm saying
because Gargano and Ciampa are heel.
Well, they turn heels.
That's what I'm saying. So he's going to be a lone face.
Pretty Deadly is a heel, but they became faces. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how that even
they became faces after they left Nia.
Yeah. So, like I said again,
but that's what I'm saying. If you make Austin Theory a face right now, he's going to be a lone face with nowhere to go.
I mean,
he's going to be stuck.
Because we're trying to think of Paul Heyman people.
Austin Theory is going to be another Paul Heyman person. Because even in this tag team where they're both supposed to be heel, he is getting babyface energy. So if you want to double down with him being a Paul Heyman guy right now, he has to double down on being a heel, forcing Grayson Waller to be a babyface. Grayson Waller definitely has the attitude of a heel, but he's been a heel ever since he's been in NXT. Yeah. And yes, he's pissed a lot of people off, but give him the same time that you gave Jay and the same time that you gave Dominic, he might be able to turn some shit around.
Yeah.
Because it'll be, I need to team with you for the greater the good because this team is demolishing everyone. That's what I think.
Team been just going crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Seth, the whole Seth team is going to demolish everyone. So I think that'll be the perfect push to have Grayson Waller be a face and Austin Theory double down as a heel.
Yeah. And mind you, that post got 190 views so far.
Good. Good. Now we just need the people we intended to see it to see it. Make it happen. Make it happen.
People, that's the most like I got on a post.
What you should do is you need to tag this video.
I did.
There you go. Make it happen.
I did.
And if you need a plot to have it happen that way, we can help you write it.
Yeah. We sold 2,000 books less than 2 years. Holla at your boy. The president on right now. Holla at your boy. So
Liv Morgan is already a heel. They're saying Liv Morgan heel turn. Liv Morgan is already a heel.
Yeah, she's been a heel the moment she came back.
Yeah, Liv Morgan's been a heel.
She's a justified heel.
Yeah, Liv Morgan's been a heel ever since she joined Judgment Day, and then they went and attacked Rhea. So she's been a heel ever since then.
She's been a heel since she attacked Becky.
Yeah. No, she attacked Rhea first. So she took out Rhea to fight Becky.
Yeah, but then she attacked
She took out Rhea.
Yeah.
Won the championship.
Yeah.
Through Becky and then took Becky out.
Yeah. But she was still a heel. But like I said, she's a justifiable heel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they're saying, have her do a heel turn. It's like she's already a heel.
Her and
the entirety of Judgment Day as a whole
is a heel. It's a heel group.
The only people who are getting babyface responses are Dom and JD.
And JD. Which is fucking wild.
With the same way.
And Carlito.
Yeah. Carlito's getting a lot of mixed responses.
Like I said again, I will not be fucking surprised if JD and Carlito are going to be a tag team champ.
Absolutely not. I would like to see them beat the New Day through some wild. It would be Finn trying to screw them.
And Dominic.
And them winning.
Yeah.
Because Dominic comes out and helps.
Yeah. Well, remember, that's what happened with JD, with Dom.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
JD helped Dom.
Look, I saw
JD said, the film was like, whoa, bro.
That's all I'm saying. That would be the play.
You don't want to talk about miscommunication. That was all day today. But yeah, so right now, Sammy's out right now.
Now just saying Rhea have a heel turn. I don't think anyone is having a specific turn right now.
No.
right now they're still trying to play
Stories.
They're
are-
still trying to play on who is what and where they're going.
Yeah,
because
stories
the
are still
draft
being
is
made.
coming up, and you now have this new team still being developed with Seth, Breaker, and Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
So one, you have to find someone who's going to combat that. Ooh,
What? Seth team versus the bloodline.
no, Seth teams versus The Rock. Even though technically the Seth sold out to The Rock, but he didn't technically sell out to The Rock. He sold out to Heyman. I can see that happening.
Well, the thing,
I can
like
see
Sammy
that
said,
happening.
you took the two guys that made Roman and CM Punk.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So-
That's what I'm saying. Like I can definitely see that happening for a who's the bigger bad.
To take out John Cena?
It can be Breaker versus Cena, Seth versus Jay, because technically Jay hasn't admitted it yet, but he sold out to Rock.
No, I don't think No, I don't think so. Gunther annihilated his brother. He literally said it. Gunther pushed me to this level. I'm staying on this level.
Look, all I'm saying is that's possible. If the Rock's boys technically took over, Heyman's boys can come take over.
But my thing is this.
That's all I'm saying.
We already
It's possible.
established, but the thing is, we already established that the final boss is not in this no more.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If you want to have that whole thing of, hey, I see this group being the future. This is how you go about doing it. Have Breaker take out Cena. Have Seth take out Jay.
Nigga, Solo took out Cena.
I know he did, but Solo took out a babyface Cena.
Listen,
because they were in that moment they were trying to legitimize Solo. Solo lost all that shit.
Exactly.
He lost all of that.
Exactly.
So Braun Breaker come up and take out Cena and take the title from him. I can see that happening. I'm just saying it's possible.
No,
It's
have Archer take the title off from Cena. Save wrestling.
100%. I
Save
100% back that storyline. I'm just saying it's possible to have. I'm not saying that Breaker should take the title off. I'm just saying it's possible.
Let's
to
see
have
what this
Breaker
story. Let's see
versus
what this
Cena
story.
instead of Seth versus Cena.
No, let's see what the storyline goes. Because after the draft, then that's when I get a clear understanding like who's going to be on what. So that's my thing. Let's see after the draft. After the draft, then after the hypothetical question. Because
Jay may turn heel just to keep the title.
Jay Turnhill to keep the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna pull the Roman.
He says he's gonna turn Yi into Skeet.
Hey yo,
I'm tired of you.
hey yo, my God,
President out here, no filter.
I mean, I gotta see after the draft because Roman and CM Punk, they're not gonna let that shit fly.
And that's
I don't
exactly
care what show you are.
That's exactly what I was saying before. It's like, yo, I'm not gonna give him benefit of the doubt. I just want to.
Because everybody been just jumping on everybody's show.
Yeah, because they know that the draft is coming up and they're trying to do everything that they want. Mm-hmm. So I want to see how the draft plays out before we start going to that. But I don't think. I don't think the draft is gonna. The draft is gonna happen in the next couple weeks, but it's not going to finalize until after Backlash.
Yeah, because the draft will happen next week.
Yeah, the draft is supposed to.
No,
is it start? It's starting next Monday.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to start Friday.
Nope, it's that Monday.
All right. Well, the draft is Monday, the next Monday and next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then that Saturday is Backlash. Because it's either not going to take place until after Backlash or after Saturday Night Main
But
Event.
that's what I'm saying. Because technically, Cena is a SmackDown
Yeah, it's a SmackDown champion.
champion. So,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on where they're going.
exactly. I would not be surprised that they keep Jay on Raw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised they're going to keep Sammy on Raw.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to keep
They're
Seth.
definitely keeping Seth, Breaker, and Heyman on Raw.
I'll be fucking surprised they put Penta on SmackDown with his brother Phoenix.
American Made on SmackDown.
Yeah,
you know what? That's gonna be our talk for next time. We're gonna talk about who should go where or where we think people should go through the draft. But
we could do that tomorrow.
Maybe we gotta talk about NXT. Yeah, we can talk about that because we have Gaming After Dark tomorrow.
I'm not the wise man for nothing.
see where that goes. So, but we're gonna go ahead and end our wrestling talk here for the night. We've been on for damn near 2 hours. Damn near.
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Still damn near 2 hours.
I know my piece is cold.
You gotta read it up, yeah. See, that's why I chose to have myself a drink instead of eating.
I have water. I had something to drink too. I had something to drink too.
We're gonna go ahead and end this. If you guys want to hear some more funny gags, some more jokes, more wrestling talk, and whatever else is gonna spew out of our mouths, go ahead and check us out tomorrow night on the Twitch channel. It is the same thing as here. There actually is a link to it here on the Gaming Incarnate channel, YouTube channel.
They've been screaming out BBL's Venom, and they've been screaming out Milky Mom.
Milk, Emma Milk.
Yeah, Emma's milk.
You gonna get
They've been crying out. They've been crying out the milks lately. So
yes, I'm gonna have to start playing with Emma. See how that plays out for me.
I mean, try it tonight. I mean, she's a tank. So
no, we gonna get live and personal tomorrow. We gonna get first try, second try, milky try.
Yeah, because I think Ultron's supposed to be coming out in 2 weeks or Backlash. I know he's supposed to be out before Backlash.
So yeah, you want to see more of us? Definitely hit that notification bell.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and go on our Twitch page where we do Gaming After Dark every Tuesday night. Where right now we're currently playing Marvel Rivals, but there are other things that we would probably want to get into, depending on how long it takes him to stay off the ban list. Because he potentially gets banned every fucking week. Every week.
This is dumb.
So sad.
I just thought about some shit.
Yes. Hit that notification bell here. Hit that subscribe button here. Go to Twitch. Do the same thing there. Check us out on all of our social medias and everything like that. Everything is linked up together here. So if you are on here, you can go there. If you are there, you can come here. You have our website, diera.com.
And yes, I know. Everybody been asking me, hey, when you want to get back on video game? Hey, when you want to get back on streaming? Guys,
we've been working. Hold on. You can't see it because we've been working and working and working.
Yes.
And working.
Yes. I've been
on a tabletop. We're working on a tabletop.
I've been drawing nonstop. I've been writing stories. I'm on my BS right now, like Michael Jordan. Yes, your pin fell. Like, oh my god,
that was the top.
Oh, hey yo. So yes, the moment I get caught up with everything, I will be back on I know a couple of updates from Monster Hunter happened. Yes, I will be back on Monster Hunter. I know there's some games that y'all want us to play.
I'm being hounded to play Wukong.
Oh, you too.
I'm gonna be the Wukong guy. I'll be the Wukong guy. So if you want to see more Wukong, you're gonna get all that on the game.
Because I've been harassed to play Oblivion. Because we dropped Oblivion.
Yeah, they have a full on update on that. I've seen some videos of that. That is wild.
No, it's a full remaster.
Oh, they fully remastered?
They fully remastered the whole thing. Like the graphics is like, what the fuck is this?
I might have to get on that.
So everybody be like, yo, Oblivion, you like your Skyrim? You like Elder Scrolls? Yes.
Yeah. So
when I get the money for that, I will get the game.
Right now, we're trying to get this done.
We got shit to do right now.
We're getting this done for DreamCon, which we are presenting it at.
And whoever's at DreamCon,
get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready for this.
I will be logging in the door and what room we're going to be at. Yes, it's going to be.
Your mind will be in the trash.
Oh, shit.
Everything you thought about a tabletop.
Oh shit.
For this. You better bring that and then some with a cart full of your buddy shit if you want to survive.
Like Sammy after the car game.
Stop it. We coming in there. We coming in there like Seth and Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman. Y'all gonna end up looking like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. That's how y'all gonna be looking.
Nah, y'all gonna be looking like how Braun Strowman was looking after Jacob.
Which time?
All the time.
All the
time. Sorry. This gas, no brakes. So be prepared. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good night. And we'll be back on tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.